Carlos Tavares has abruptly stepped down after nearly 4 years in the top spot. The US automaker, which owns car brands like Jeep, Citroën and Ram, has been struggling over the past year, failing to cope up with rising competition and larger market changes. In fresh trouble for the US lender, Singapore Central Bank has fined JP Morgan $1.8 million for failing to prevent and detect misconduct by its relationship managers over client bond trades. The Singapore authorities said JP Morgan's relationship managers provided inaccurate or incomplete information to clients in 24 instances of over-the-counter bond transactions, charging them spreads above the agreed rates. As the holiday shopping season commences, e-commerce companies and retailers with robust websites are using artificial intelligence to offer a more personalized experience for shoppers. Amazon, Walmart, and other companies have rolled out improved chatbots. They allow customers to navigate shopping sites and request gift recommendations as if they were having a conversation with a person. Companies have enhanced their chatbots with generative artificial intelligence, making them more conversational and, they hope, more helpful for customers. Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp's parent company Meta is reportedly planning an ambitious project to lay a subsea cable that spans the globe. While the scale may seem extraordinary, it aligns with the company's significant presence in the digital landscape. It contributes nearly 10% of fixed internet traffic and 22% of mobile internet traffic worldwide. The initial investment for this massive undertaking is estimated at a whopping $2 billion. However, as the project advances, the total cost is projected to rise to approximately $10 billion. Australia has proposed a new law that could impose fines of up to $33 million on global technology companies. This, if they suppress competition and prevent consumers from switching between services. The centre-left Labour government has targeted big tech's influence, and Parliament passed a law last week that banned social media use for children aged under 16. The proposed law would empower Australia's competition regulator to oversee compliance, investigate anti-competitive practices online, and fine companies. Meanwhile, talks to reach a landmark global plastic pollution treaty have collapsed in South Korea. This comes as delegates from nearly 200 nations failed to meet a self-imposed deadline after a week of intense negotiations. Cracks occurred in talks as more than 100 nations wanted to cap plastic production, while a handful of oil producers aimed to only target plastic waste. Torrential rain flooded homes, businesses and roads on Sunday in the Greek island of Rhodes as Storm Bora pounded the country for a second day. No injuries were reported in Rhodes, but fire services received dozens of calls for evacuations. The flood washed away cars and debris in the town of Lalsos, damaging people's houses and properties. On Saturday, a man died in flash floods which hit another Greek island in the northern Aegean. China's first overseas atmospheric background station, the Zhongshan National Atmospheric Background Station in Antarctica, officially has begun operations, enhancing global response to climate change. The station will conduct continuous and long-term operational observations of changes in atmospheric composition and concentration in Antarctica. The first big snowfall of the season is blanketing town in upstate New York and northwestern Pennsylvania as the hectic holiday travel and shopping weekend winds down. Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro signed a disaster emergency proclamation as parts of the state received nearly 2 feet of snow, with more expected through Monday night. Top-seeded Indian tennis player shuttler PV Sindhu showcased her class and dominance to clinch the women's single title at the Syed Modi International Badminton Tournament in Lucknow on Sunday. Now Sindhu, a two-time Olympic medalist, ended her long title drought by outplaying China's world number 119, Wu Luoyu, 21-14, 21-16 to lift the trophy for the third time, having previously triumphed in 2017 and 2022. Sindhu's victory marks a return to the top of the podium after over 2 years, with the last title win coming at the Singapore Open in July 2022. The world number 18 also reached the finals of the Malaysia Masters Super 500 earlier this year. Focusing on the World Chess Championship in an intense Game 6, the 18-year-old Indian challenger D. Gukesh held the defending champion China's Ding Lorraine with the black pieces. This was the third consecutive draw, leaving both players level on 3 points apiece, still short of 4.5 points required to win the championship. Liverpool beat Manchester City 2-0 at Anfield, extending their lead at the top to 9 points. Liverpool's Cody Gakpo opened the scoring before Mo Salah's second-half penalty ensured Liverpool secured victory. City have lost 4 consecutive Premier League matches for the first time since August 2008.
In the last 8 or 9 years, or maybe even longer, would have said.
The 2024 Shanghai Marathon includes wheelchair racing for the first time, attracting some of the finest athletes in the sport. Listen in to one of the wheelchair racers.
整个赛道42多公里，这个全程的一种勘探，这个避免危险的出现。比如说在转弯啊，各种坡道，有些坑坑洼洼、坎啦什么，他们进行了特殊的处理。
It seems Christmas came early at the box office this year, with Moana 2 bringing in a tidal wave of moviegoers over the Thanksgiving weekend in the US, setting records with $221 million in ticket sales, according to studio estimates. While expectations were high for Disney's Moana 2, but the film, which was originally planned as a series for Disney Plus, blew predictions out of the water. With 2024 soon coming to an end, families in Chile welcomed December with this year-end parade. Thousands gathered in Chile's capital Santiago to marvel at the giant helium-filled character balloons, inspired by characters from Disney, Pixar, Marvel and Star Wars, as well as traditional dancers and performers. The parade ran approximately 3 kilometers in front of the presidential palace with a magical show of color and family entertainment. Oscar-winning screenwriter Marshall Brickman, whose wide-ranging career spanned some of Woody Allen's best films, the Broadway musical Jersey Boys, and a number of Johnny Carson's most beloved sketches, died at the age of 85 on Sunday. Brickman was best known for his extensive collaboration with Allen, especially Annie Hall, which won them both an Oscar for Best Original Screenplay. Japan's popular princess Aiko turned 23 on Sunday as she takes on more official duties, even while her future in the imperial family remains in doubt. Aiko, the only child of Emperor Naruhito and Empress Masako, could be forced to renounce her royal status and leave the family if she marries outside the imperial family, in line with Japanese imperial law, which allows only males to take the throne.
This mother rhino would do anything to protect her baby. But when poachers come armed with guns and chainsaws, how can she protect herself? Please adopt a rhino with WWF for just £3 a month. Call 0800 035 7660 or search WWF Adopt a Rhino. We'll send you this adoption pack with a cuddly toy 3 rhinos are killed every day. We need your help to keep them safe.
Some people think life slows down in your 50s, but I'm just getting started. And I don't want my lot to have to worry about funeral costs. Let them spend their money on nicer things. So I decided to learn more about over 50s life insurance from Cover Today. They're the only over 50s life insurer with no waiting period. Unlike other insurers who can make you wait up to 2 years, with Cover Today, you're fully covered from day one. And you're covered for the whole of your life. Unlike other things in life, the price never goes up. Go online or talk to their friendly UK team in just one phone call. Cover Today are the only over 50s life insurer with no waiting period. And no annoying trips to the doctors either.
Plus, you get your choice of a £125 gift card.
Now I'm with Cover Today, I can get on with something much more interesting.
To find out more about Cover Today, call our friendly UK team on 0800 470 4474 or visit covertoday.co.uk.
Right now, UNICEF is supporting millions of children in emergencies around the world. Teams are bringing medical supplies for children in Yemen, clean water and medicines in Afghanistan, healthcare and safe spaces for Ukraine's children. £32 could help provide a health worker with a large first aid kit. Search UNICEF Supplies now or text SUPPLIES to 61145 because your support brings hope for children caught in crisis.
हो रहा है उनका, तो उनमें बाधा डालने के लिए कि विदेशी षड्यंत्र के साथ में कांग्रेस पार्टी और ऐसे कुछ लोग शामिल हो गए हैं। और मैं समझता हूं कि अब जो बाकी विरोधी पक्ष है उनको एक साथ आकर के कुछ ऐसा हमको सबको एकजुट होना चाहिए ताकि कांग्रेस का ये षड्यंत्र सफल नहीं हो और कांग्रेस अपनी गलतियां छुपाने के लिए और अपने परिवार पर लगे हुए भ्रष्टाचारों को दबाने के लिए सब कर रही है।
सर, रोज ऐसे एडजमेंट्स देखे जा रहे हैं, रोज रकस हो रहा है जिसकी वजह से सदन नहीं चल पा रहा है, नुकसान इस सेशन का हो रहा है, आम लोगों का हो रहा है, टेबल्स नहीं हो पा रहे बिल। क्या कुछ मिडिल पाथ निकालना चाहिए सरकार को?
देखिए, सरकार अपना प्रयास पूरा कर रही है, लेकिन हम क्या करें? जब वो बिल्कुल नारेबाजी करना चाहते तो नारेबाजी के लिए तो सदन का उपयोग नहीं किया जा सकता, तो इसलिए सरकार ऐसा अलाउ नहीं करेगी। और मैं समझता हूँ इसका नुकसान जो हो रहा है ओपोजिशन पार्टी को भी हो रहा है और ज्यादातर जो छोटी छोटी पार्टियां, रीजनल पार्टियां हैं, उनको अपने स्टेट के समस्या उठाने का मौका नहीं मिल रहा है। तो मैं समझता हूँ कि ये कांग्रेस के लिए बहुत शर्मनाक है।
All right, my colleague Vasudha Venugopal joins us to get us more on this. Vasudha, the 6th day of the winter session of the Parliament, and yet another day has been wasted there.
Absolutely, Osama. When the Lok Sabha election results of 2024 came out, and with the opposition actually celebrating, saying that they've reduced the BJP to just 240 seats, there was a belief, there was an understanding that the Parliament session will see a lot of meaningful debate. But the first week of the winter session has been a complete washout, and today was day 6, and there was nothing new. In fact, there was the usual protest and ruckus that the opposition parties have been creating, specifically the Congress party. Demanding a discussion on the bribery allegations against the Adani group, something that the group has completely denied. But the other parties today showed dissonance. In fact, there was a sense that there are fissures and fault lines within the India bloc amongst the opposition parties themselves. The Samajwadi Party, which has about 37 MPs, they went and met the speaker on their own. They said that they wanted a Sambal violence. I spoke to some of the Samajwadi Party MPs, and they said that the Adani issue does not really have resonance on ground, and we want to raise issues which are critical to our state. Similarly, TMC took a very strong position, and they said that we want to raise 6 important issues which include unemployment, inflation, shortage of fertilizer and also increasing prices, and also the alleged financial injustice to West Bengal that Mamata Banerjee, the Chief Minister of West Bengal, has been raising. They said that they want to raise these issues, and Adani does not really figure in the core issues that really impact the state. So clearly there are these fault lines which have emerged within the opposition